Cyberpunk 2077 is evolving, it's just that it's doing it a little bit backwards. And while CD Projekt Red is busy wrapping up their next update, the modding scene yet again comes up with some of the coolest concepts you can play with in this game. And while we might not see a CJ mod in Cyberpunk 2077 anytime soon, there are some truly breathtaking mods out there that I thought we should check out instead in this video. By the way guys, it seems that only around 35% of you who watch these videos are actually subscribed to my channel, and while I hope that my videos are entertaining enough to you, you would do me a really huge favor if you hit that subscribe button real quick and activated those notifications. It only takes a second, and if you do so right now, I will respond to you in a comment that might just make your day better. I hope so at the very least. I will try my best. Anyway, starting with number 1, we have a mod that takes the absolute highest crowd density setting in Cyberpunk 2077 and completely dunks on it with levels that will literally make your GPU cry for mercy. The name of the mod is Improved Traffic NPCs, Draw Distance and Density, and it does pretty much exactly what it says it does. It increases that density of NPCs, pedestrians and vehicles to levels that you never thought were possible before. You can finally experience the pleasure of getting stuck in a traffic jam in your favorite game, and if that's not next level immersion, I'm not sure what is. Now, cars don't just spawn more abundantly on the roads, also NPCs don't just spawn randomly on the streets, they appear even in areas they normally don't, or you at least don't get to experience in the vanilla version of the game, even when playing on a high NPC. One of the most jarring experiences is in regards to the roads adjacent to bridges, which usually barely spawn any vehicles, as if the game engine can't spawn anything that isn't in a straight line for some reason. But lo and behold, what difference this mod makes right here, not just on that side of the road, but literally every single area around you. Like, Night City truly feels like it's a living and breathing city with these traffic jams and a huge amount of population just roaming around. This ties in perfectly with the second one on the list. I always like the way Rockstar Games implemented the fast travel in GTA 5, with the camera panning out and automatically tracking to the next character or your destination. Well, thanks to the mod called GTA Travel, we now have exactly that, but in Night City. And I've been playing with this for about half an hour, and I simply can't get enough of how great this works so far. On one side, it completely removes the need for a loading screen. You won't even see a loading screen with this mod active. At the same time, it automatically loads the next area with absolutely no hang-ups nor performance issues. It simply just works seamlessly as if it was almost part of the game. You also have a pretty extensive control over how this mod works. You can control anything from the camera zoom in and zoom out to the character spawning, the travel speed, acceleration of the camera. You have a ton of control of how this works to fine-tune it to your liking. It's really amazing. You should definitely check it out, just for the fact that it also gives you a nice perspective over the city, a perspective that you likely have never noticed when playing the game the vanilla way. It also seems to do a decent job at keeping up with just rendering the surrounding environments, or at the very least it does if you play it from an SSD like how I do, because you can literally load these areas faster before you load into your next destination, making it pretty much the perfect alternative to those blank like loading screens. But moving on to number 3, it's time to bring the big guns. A game's true modding worth isn't measured in the amount of tools you can use to mod it, but rather it's measured in the sheer beauty of the vehicles you can install in it. Well, ladies and gents, today we don't just have another supercar in the game, but a piece of art. Ladies and gents, this is the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio Caliburn Replacer, and it just became my favorite car of all time in any video game I've modded so far. This car immediately attracts attention with its futuristic look and gorgeous features. Its full carbon fiber body is a perfect fit for Cyberpunk 2077 and a perfect replacer for the old Caliburn. It also features massive 21-inch wheels that also glow during the day and during the night, and in my opinion, this just brings the vehicle to the next level, especially if you play during the nighttime when the car just truly shines, no pun intended, and if you play it with RTX on to the max level and a really cool reshade, you will never leave this game again. Well, unless it crashes like how it did in my case. But the interior is also nothing to leave off either. It goes through a full makeover because of this mod, with the center driving position being the biggest change right here. And also the overall interior has some other cool designs, from the steering wheel and a bunch of new lights that truly make it feel like a hypercar. It also seems to work for some reason with the vehicle customization mod, which is something that I've discovered by mistake, but it definitely seems to have a few color options in there, even though I'm not really sure that the mod author intended all of that. Obviously, the default version is the best choice here, since it features some extra lights near the back area, which make it feel extra spicy during nighttime. And finally, this brings us to likely the sickest mod I've seen so far available for Cyberpunk 2077. It is so ridiculous that your eyes might not even be able to resist it for more than just a few minutes, or max half an hour, or at least it did in my case. But this is the CyberDocker mod, and it does a few things in a very interesting way. Not really sure how to describe it, but if the Matrix, Tron, and Cyberpunk had a baby, it would likely look something like this. It literally changes everything in the game, all of the textures, the NPCs, the cars, the buildings, into this dystopian red entity looking thingy that constantly glows and is especially reflective during nighttime. Not even kidding, just look at these roads, it's like literally playing on freaking mirrors. But I really enjoyed this dystopian look for Cyberpunk 2077. It makes it feel as if you're playing Tron, but on next gen in Cyberpunk 2077. And if you're a Tron fan, or just a fan of neons and neon cities with exaggerated light effects in general, you're probably going to enjoy this mod here quite a bit. I especially appreciated the fact that it also seems to apply the same thematic over vehicles and NPCs likewise, and even your own character and whatever it is currently wearing will be affected by said mod. It also doesn't seem to affect performance at all. In fact, in my case, it seems to have been improving it a little bit, since I don't have to render any of the other stuff that is usually on the side of the roads. But if getting infected by a malware as a human ever existed, it will likely look like this. There's also a green version that you can play with, but yeah, red is my favorite, maybe because of Cyberpunk Red, but totally let me know down below in the comments which one of these was your favorite. This is it with the video though. By the way, you can check the previous one that I made yesterday, or you can also take part in one of the two giveaways that we're doing for this month, for a free copy of Dying Light 2 and for any other game you want on a platform of your choice. Both links can be found down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.